Thailand isn't just a beautiful country, it's a symbol of resilience and pride, true to its name, which means land of the free. So if you're curious how Thailand became the nation it is today, stick around. We're diving into everything from its ancient past and stunning landscapes to its rising economy, global reach, and rich, vibrant culture. To get started, let's rewind the clock to a time when Thailand wasn't even called Thailand. I'm talking like 5,000 years back. Archaeological digs in northeast Thailand show early rice farming and bronze casting, making it one of Southeast Asia's oldest continuously inhabited regions. Over time, a string of tribal groups held sway here, including the Mon and Khmer, who built powerful kingdoms. These early cultures absorbed Hindu and Buddhist beliefs from India and laid the groundwork for Thai religious and political traditions. And then came the Thai people, the ancestors of modern-day Thais. Originally from southern China, the Thai gradually migrated south. Their first major shout-out in history is a 12th century inscription at Angkor Wat, calling them the Siam, or dark brown people. That's actually where the name Siam comes from. In 1238, a Thai chieftain broke free from Khmer control and founded the Sukhothai kingdom. It's often considered Thailand's first real Thai-speaking state. Think of it as the birthplace of Thai identity, complete with its own script and Theravada Buddhism as the state religion. But it didn't last forever. By the 14th century, the Ayutthaya kingdom rose up and absorbed Sukhothai. And Ayutthaya wasn't messing around. It became a powerhouse, ruling over parts of what's now Cambodia, Laos and Myanmar. In 1431, Ayutthaya even sacked Angkor, helping end the Khmer Empire's golden age. At its height in the 1600s, Ayutthaya was one of Southeast Asia's biggest trade hubs, pulling in merchants from China, India, Japan and even Europe. But in 1767, everything changed. Burmese invaders burned Ayutthaya to the ground, leaving the city in ruins. But out of the ashes came a hero, Thaksin the Great, a Thai-Chinese military leader who reclaimed the land and briefly established the Thonburi Kingdom. In 1782, General Chow Phraya Chakri overthrew Thaksin and founded a new dynasty, the Chakri dynasty, which still rules today. He became Rama I, moved the capital across the river to Bangkok, and started rebuilding the nation. While most of Southeast Asia fell to colonial powers, Thailand, then called Siam, managed to stay independent. How? Two key kings, Mongkut or Rama IV and Chulalongkorn, also called Rama V. But here's something you might not know. King Mongkut. Well, he was the real-life inspiration behind the acclaimed musical, The King and I. Isn't that fascinating? But that's not all. Because between 1851 and 1910, the country embraced Western technology, reformed the legal system, built railways, and modernised the economy. Basically, they played a diplomatic balancing act between Britain and France, two empires that were carving up the region. The only problem was, independence came at a cost. Siam gave up control of Cambodia and Laos to France, and northern Malaysia to Britain. Now let's fast forward to the 20th century. In 1932, a peaceful coup ended absolute monarchy and introduced a constitutional system. This marked the beginning of Thailand's modern political era, though stability was still a long way off. In World War II, Thailand first cooperated with Japan, even declaring war on the US and Britain. But plot twist, the Thai ambassador in Washington refused to deliver the declaration, so the US never considered it official. After the war, Thailand kept trying to walk a tightrope between democracy and military control under the reign of King Bhumibol Adulyadej, also referred to as Rama IX. Because of this, military coups became almost routine. Then, during the 1990s, the country weathered the Asian financial crisis and cycled through several short-lived governments. In the early 2000s, business tycoon Thaksin Shinawatra rose to power, promising economic growth. But his populist style split the country and led to massive protests and a military coup in 2006 while he was abroad. Since then, Thailand has alternated between elected governments and military rule. One of the most dramatic moments was the 2010 Red Shirt protests, which paralysed Bangkok for weeks and ended in a deadly military crackdown. In 2016, Thailand said goodbye to Rama IX, the world's longest reigning monarch at the time, and his death marked the end of an era. His son King Vajiralongkorn titled Rama X, now reigns, and the military-backed government continues to play a major role in Thai politics. But more than its rich history, Thailand is also shaped by dramatic landscapes, lush jungles, and coastlines that go on for miles. The country sits in the heart of Southeast Asia, covering about 513,000 square kilometres, or over 200,000 square miles. If you look at it on a map, it kind of resembles an axe, broad at the top and narrow toward the bottom. It borders Myanmar and Laos to the north, Laos and Cambodia to the east, Malaysia and the Gulf of Thailand to the south, and to the west, the Andaman Sea and more of Myanmar. But here's where it gets really interesting. Thailand isn't just one type of landscape, it's got 6 distinct regions, each with its own vibe, terrain, and natural highlights. First up, northern Thailand is where the country reaches its highest peaks. Literally. This region is filled with forested mountains that are the source of major rivers like the Mekong, Chao Phraya, and Salawin. And if you're wondering what the tallest peak in Thailand is, that's Doi Intanon in Chiang Mai, standing at a stunning 2,565 metres, or about 8,500 feet above sea level. Mountains like Luang Prabang, Dian Lao, and Thanon Thong Chai define this region, making it a haven for trekkers, nature lovers, and anyone who wants a cooler, mistier escape from Thailand's heat. Next is called the Rice Bowl, because we're heading to the Central Plains where Thailand's agricultural powerhouse reigns. The Central Plains are flat, fertile, and crisscrossed by rivers like the Chao Phraya, Mae Klong, and Bang Pa Kong. And guess what? Bangkok, which is the capital, sits right here. Now we move to the northeast, an area known as Isan. This region is shaped by the Korat Plateau, surrounded by rugged mountain ranges. 2 major rivers, mainly the Chi and Moon, flow through here before joining the Mekong in Ubon Ratchathani. And while the landscape might not be as lush here, the culture in this area is incredibly rich, complete with ancient temples, spicy cuisine, and a strong Lao influence. Then there's Western Thailand, which is all about contrast. Tall mountain ranges like Thanon Thong Chai and Tarnao Sri cut through narrow plains. And this is where you'll find the famous River Kwai, which is made up of the Kwai Noi and Kwai Yai, merging into the Mae Klong. It's remote, rugged, and full of jungle-covered hills. Plus, it's home to historical sites, waterfalls and caves tucked into limestone cliffs. To the east, you get a mix of everything: coastal plains, rolling hills, and a jagged mountain spine. The region is especially fertile between the Ban Tad and Chantaburi mountains, making it perfect for growing fruit, like juicy durians and rambutans. Additionally, the Bang Pa Kong River snakes through the region into the Gulf of Thailand. And if you're into beaches, this is where you'll find gems like Pattaya, Koh Samet, Koh Chang, and the underrated Koh Kam. Southern Thailand is a narrow peninsula that's split down the middle by a mountain range. On either side are stunning beach plains and a lineup of iconic islands. To the west, along the Andaman Sea, you've got places like Phuket, Koh Phi Phi, and Koh Lipe, famous for their dramatic cliffs and turquoise waters. To the east, along the Gulf of Thailand, it's all about Koh Samui, Koh Tao, and Thong Ching Beach. The mountains here, like Sankara Kiri and Nakhon Si Thammarat, are lush and wild, and the rivers, while smaller, give life to villages and local ecosystems. Now that we've explored the lay of the land, let's zoom out and talk about modern Thailand, its government, economy, and a few key moments that shaped the country as we know it today. As mentioned, Thailand wasn't always called Thailand, because until 1939 it was known as Siam, a name you might recognise from old maps or classic films. But what makes Thailand stand out on the world stage is this: it's the only country in Southeast Asia that was never colonised by a European power. While neighbouring countries fell under British or French control, Thailand maintained its sovereignty through diplomacy, smart negotiation, and a bit of strategic modernisation. And now, thanks to the peaceful revolution that changed the course of Thai history in 1932, the country practices a type of governance known as constitutional monarchy, which is pretty similar to what you see in the UK or Japan. That means Thailand still has a king, but the day-to-day running of the country is handled by elected officials. When it comes to Thailand's economy, the transformation is major because it's considered the second largest economy in Southeast Asia today, just behind Indonesia. And with a population of over 71 million, it plays a key role in the region's development and has upper middle income status, according to the World Bank. Now, like many places, Thailand's economy took a hit during the pandemic, and while it's been making a slow comeback, growth has stayed modest. In 2024, the GDP grew by just under 3%, and it's expected to hold steady through 2025, thanks in part to government spending and a steady rise in foreign investment. And according to Trading Economics, the GDP is expected to reach $530 billion by the end of 2025. One of the key contributors to this GDP is tourism. Before COVID, it made up around 12 to 17% of the economy. By the end of 2024, it had bounced back to about 9%, with international arrivals reaching 86% of pre-pandemic numbers. Still, we're talking $48 billion in revenue from 35.5 million visitors. Beyond tourism, Thailand's economy rests on two other major pillars: agriculture and manufacturing. Agriculture still employs around 30% of the workforce, even though it only contributes about 8.6% to the GDP. That said, Thailand is a global heavyweight in this space. It's the world's top exporter of natural rubber and a key player in rice, shrimp and fruit. And while traditional farming methods are still widely used, there's a shift happening toward high-tech agriculture, such as smart irrigation and precision farming. In fact, in 2024, agricultural exports hit over $52 billion, up 6% from the previous year. Then there's manufacturing, making up almost a third of the economy. This is where Thailand really stands out because the country's a Southeast Asian industrial hub, cranking out everything from cars and electronics to petrochemicals and biotech. And although 2024 saw a slight dip in production, Thailand continues to attract major global manufacturers thanks to its skilled workforce and strong infrastructure. So, as you can see, Thailand continues to balance old and new in a way few countries can pull off. But to really understand the Thai identity, we've got to dive into what makes the culture so rich, from ancient traditions to everyday street life. Let's explore Thailand's vibrant culture and customs next. About 90% of people in Thailand follow Buddhism, and you can really feel its influence in everyday life, from temple visits to local festivals. Down south, near the Malaysian border, there's also a sizable Muslim community of around 3 million, adding even more cultural depth to the country. But besides religion, Thai culture really comes alive at the dinner table. The food is a flavourful mix of Chinese and Indian influences, packed with heat and bold herbs like lemongrass, basil, and ginger. Dishes are usually shared family style, meaning everyone gets their own bowl of rice, and the rest of the meal is placed in the centre to be enjoyed together. And the spread can include a wide range of dishes. Think spicy curries, stir-fried noodles, and fresh veggies with a side of fruit that's available all year round. Some local favourites include pad thai, tom yum kung, which is a spicy shrimp soup with lemongrass, and yam, a zesty Thai-style salad. But food isn't the only thing Thailand's known for. Silk production is another big part of its heritage. Farmers raise silkworms by feeding them mulberry leaves, and the silk they produce gets turned into beautiful clothing. And because of its popularity, you'll find Thai silk not just in local markets, but also in fashion houses in places like France and the US. Thailand's creative scene has also made waves globally, especially in film and television. Thai dramas, or laikorn, have gained a strong following across Southeast Asia and beyond, thanks to their rich storytelling and standout cinematography. Many of them feature bold, complex female characters, which makes the plots even more compelling. Popular series like Girl from Nowhere, Love by Chance, and Two Moons the Series have captured the hearts of international viewers. Even more recently, the rise of Laikorn Y, better known as Thai BL, or boys' love dramas, has been huge. These series explore romantic relationships between male characters, usually aimed at a female audience, and often dive into themes of friendship, identity, and growing up. Their emotional depth, strong character arcs, and binge-worthy plots have turned them into a global phenomenon, with shows streaming on platforms like Netflix and racking up devoted fans around the world. And when it comes to cinema, Thai filmmakers don't shy away from heavier topics. Many Thai films focus on real-world issues like corruption, crime and poverty, blending powerful storytelling with social commentary. In fact, the international film scene has taken notice. Uncle Boon Mi, who can recall his past lives, even won the prestigious Palme d'Or at Cannes back in 2010. There's no doubt that Thailand is a country of contrasts and harmony. Add in its flavourful food and booming entertainment scene, and you've got a place that's as dynamic as it is deeply rooted in tradition. So tell me, which part of Thailand fascinated you the most? Is it the ancient history, vibrant culture, or even the impressive geography? Sound off in the comments section below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, you'll love the next one.